Dr. Emily Fox of Brooks Rehabilitation.
All right, good morning, everybody. Great to be here. I'm Emily Fox, and let's see. There we go. As you all know, Brooks Rehabilitation is a leader in post-acute rehabilitation. We are a broad health system with rehabilitation hospitals, skilled nursing, assisted living, outpatient centers, and many specialized centers such as our Neurorecovery Center, centers that treat aphasia, brain injury, and much more. And overall, we see over 60,000 patients every year. And we treat some of the most complex disorders. Many of your patients from these acute care sites come and work with us through their rehabilitation journey. And ultimately, our goal is to be with that patient throughout their entire recovery, return to participation, and quality of life. Two of the complex disorders that we often work with are stroke and spinal cord injury. We know that there are high populations in both of these areas, and a key focus for these individuals is recovery of walking. They often have many deficits in walking impairment. This really limits their ability to navigate in the home and particularly in the community, which we know affects their quality of life and their ability to get back to the activities that are so important to them. So consequently, we use a lot of innovation and technology to promote their recovery and rehabilitation. You can see some examples here, use of virtual reality, specialized treadmills that mimic the community environment with different types of challenges, and also robotics. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about one of our robots that we use to drive walking rehabilitation and recovery. This is the Cyberdyne hybrid assisted limb. And I'm really excited about this robot because it is unique in that it doesn't just attach to the individual and move their limbs when they're unable to move the limb. I call this an adaptive robot because it has many specialized sensors, from sensors shown there under the feet to sense when the individual steps. There's motors in each of the joints, but what is particularly, I get really excited about is we use electrodes on the skin, just like little stickers, that read the muscle signals from the individual. So I call it adaptive because it reads these signals and then it adapts to the user. So it takes whatever power and intention they're able to generate for the practice of walking. At Brooks, one of our other hallmarks is not just using innovation, but putting these innovative technologies to the test through our research center. So we have a dedicated clinical research center. I'm the director of neuromuscular research at Brooks. So I get to test a lot of these innovative therapies, which is exciting. We have a team of researchers, clinicians, we engage with patients to really test not only is this exciting technology, but is this technology better than something else? And that's what we want to ask. So we're conducting research with this hybrid assisted limb, and we're asking the effects of walking function in people with spinal cord injury. So we're doing a pre-post assessment. We're working with adults with chronic spinal cord injury. And this is important for you to understand because people, first of all, with chronic spinal cord injury, this means they've already been through all the traditional rehabilitation services. And maybe their condition is more static. Also, people with spinal cord injury have some of the severest walking impairments. So we're really putting it to the test in this unique population. We're testing the effects of 60 sessions, so coming in for about 12 weeks for daily walking therapy, and we're aiming to use this intensely. This is also important because we know that one of the drivers of rehabilitation effectiveness is practicing these activities intensely and repetitively. Not that different than when you go to the gym, you get more bang for your rehabilitation or your exercise when you do it intensely and you do it repetitively. So that's important. All right, so early outcomes from our study of the how. First of all, individuals who have participated, let me tell you that many of them don't walk in their daily lives. They often use a wheelchair for their general mobility, but through our program, they're able to practice over 1,500 steps in a single session. And again, that's important because that is a driver of outcomes. They're able to train at hard intensities, so with the robot interfacing with their abilities, they practice at high intensity levels. In the group that we've studied so far, walking speed has increased over 50%, and walking endurance, as you can imagine, also has gone up upwards of 80%. Another important outcome that we're seeing is confidence. There's a specific scale to look at balance confidence. How confident are you that you won't have a fall when you try to walk in unique circumstances? And that also is going up. That is important because that is associated with walking in the community and participating more in those activities. Some individuals don't have the same outcomes, so they might not walk faster, but they have better walking ability. Overall, the study is ongoing, so I look forward to coming back and sharing those final results with you. We're testing many other therapies. We have 5 ongoing clinical trials of walking rehabilitation, from transcutaneous spinal electrical stimulation to using magnetic stimulation of the brain and looking at outcomes there, and also then different types of walking therapy, such as walking in different directions. And all of this is going on in our research center to date. Thank you so much for your attention. Our goal at Brooks is to really empower people through our research and our use of innovations. Thank you.